Good morning, happy Friday. I'm already in my class, obviously, not in my car. I came in early just to get some stuff done this morning before the school day. So I've got all my stuff ready for the milk experiment today. We're gonna do that after recess. I'll try and get some pictures of that so I can put them on here. And this morning we're going to do spelling test, and then I think I'm just going to take the time, because I think we have a lockdown drill today, but I think I'm going to take the time just to catch up on random things that haven't been done. I need to stamp their bingo cards for their PBIS skill. I need to do dojo points. I need to do a couple other things that are just things that I keep not having time to do because they're not super important, but I may take the time today to do that. And then if we have time after the spelling test, then I may have them do collaboration station with their literacy folders, so I just have them look through each other's stuff and give each other feedback, and then find some things to work on, and they have to read their fluency to the other person. So I'll probably do that today as well if I have time. And then I have a couple other, I bought the Lucky Charms to do the graphing activity, and then I think that's about it. After lunch, I usually have them do Fun Friday after lunch. I'll get out the STEM buckets, and we only have 30 minutes after lunch anyway, so I'll get out the STEM buckets, and then I'll have them clean up their room, and then it'll be time to go home. So I'm not going to stay late today. I'm going to try and leave right when I can, because I got to go run errands, and they're not close by. I got to drive to go do them. So yeah, after school today, I need to just make sure I have everything ready for next week. I think I do, but I just want to double check, and then possibly get ahead on some things, and then maybe clean my room a little bit, just organize, because I feel like I've got just a mess going. Everything's a mess. So that's my plan for today. So I have my PLC this morning in about 20-ish minutes. It's actually only me and one of my partners, because the other one is gone on a conference, so it'll just be us two, and we'll just bust it out quick. So I think that's it. Yeah, I have some other stuff I'll share, but I can share it with you guys later. So I'm gonna go get some work done. I'll catch up with you guys later, probably after school today. Do you like my headband? I forgot I had this. My friend gave it to me a couple years ago. We used to always wear headbands, whenever it was a holiday, so I have so many headbands. Anyway, I was going to, first I'll update you on my day. It was a really crazy day, but it was a really good day. They got a little crazy, but expected when we're doing things that's out of the ordinary. So I honestly expected it. So, but it was pretty fun. We did the rainbow milk thing, and I didn't get any pictures. So sorry I didn't insert any pictures because we were doing it super quick. And it's once it's already done, it can't be done again. I'm gonna set this right here. And then we tried it. Super weird. We tried it with non-fat milk to see, because I wanted the kids to be oh, it doesn't do it with the non-fat milk because it doesn't have fat in it, to see. And so my partner gave me some non-fat milk. She had bought both, or she had one at home or something, and so I did it with the non-fat milk, and it still did it. I'm so confused. It's still spread out like the fat milk did. So does that mean it has fat in it and it says it's non-fat, but it does? I don't know. That's super weird. I was it's not gonna work because there's no fat in it. And then the second I touched it, I was oh. So I don't know. But anyway, they had a lot of fun with it. It's so funny to see the reactions, to hear in the room. It's dead quiet, and then the second you know that their Q-tip hit the food coloring, because they all go, wow. They're so excited, because it's super cool looking. I was the first time I did it, I said the same thing. I was in shock because I'd never seen it before. Anyway, I thought maybe today I would show you what I keep, because I don't really have much else to talk about for today. I thought though I would show you what I keep in my guided reading binder. It's nothing I'm not saying I have the right way or someone else has the wrong way. I honestly just feel whatever's in your binder is what you like feel like you need, because it's your preference. I don't know. It's not like there's a right way or a wrong way to do it. In my opinion, I throw things in there that I would find useful during my guided reading time. So I was just going to quickly show you what I have in there because I went to go kind of like put some stuff in there and I figured I'd never shown that to you before. So let me show you. And I'm gonna have to be careful like to try and avoid student names on here, but this is my binder. It's just like a coral colored binder. I got my like label on the front. On the back side I keep this reading level conversion chart. I have this here, and actually I should probably take that out because I use this sheet more often recently. But I keep this on the back of a different binder. I need to actually like flip-flop these because I use this a whole lot more than I use that. Like I don't really use this very often because I know we go by DRA level, so like I don't know, it's not really that, and we don't do AR anymore. So when we did AR, that was like nice, but like I said, we don't do AR anymore. So I guess this is like helpful if I ever want to find something online. I don't know, but for the most part it doesn't really come in handy. Okay, so basically over here, I'm trying to like not show stuff, but over here I have some phonics assessments that I gave some students, and I've just got other like random like sight word stuff. I've got running record, like cheat sheet of how to do running records. I print these things from Wonders that go with the guided reading books. They have like questions that go with them. I print those sometimes to like guide me through a guided reading lesson if I didn't plan it out completely like beforehand, or a lot of times I do, and I still have these in front of me because the questions are really, really nice. Sorry, it keeps like going out of focus. And then I have like some worksheets in here just in case I work on, like I was working on R blends with one of my groups, and then I gave them this to like go work on by themselves. In these pockets, I won't show you the front one, but in these pockets I keep like the lesson plans for that group if I have them written out, or like any sort of, I don't know, like extra things. And then in so I have a bunch of these in here. These ones are all filled out, but I have these in here, and I basically will go through and do like sort of like a running record style thing. So like I'll just mark down like what words I saw them miss. I'll read with them like not once a week, but anytime I read with them, I try and like do this for each student like at least once a week or at least once per book. And I just write down words that they missed, and this will be all the students from that same group. Or I also use these sheets. These are like running record sheets, and obviously that one's very old, but these are just running record sheets, and same idea. I try and do running record on them like, I don't know, maybe once a month just to keep up on that. But then I've been DRA testing, so I haven't been doing them because like the DRA test is like the same. And then, or I also have these ones. These ones are like the same thing of those other sheets. It's just a different version of it. But as once again, just like group notes. So I put the student name here, and then I note down anything that I saw them struggle with. It's super nice to kind of write down what words you see them struggle with, because it really helps lead your instruction for like future groups. Like I noticed one of my students was struggling really bad with inflectional endings on words, and I also noticed that the rest of the group really was struggling on that as well, and I didn't really pick up on that until I started writing the words down, and I was like, oh, every word that they're getting wrong is an inflectional ending. So it kind of just drives my instruction for like maybe the following week, or things that I know I need to like pinpoint on them with. And I think it's more for like the students who are still kind of like figuring out their reading skills, not so much for my readers that are like higher level. It's not as important. I'm more focused on like their comprehension part, but the reading part of it, it's more like my students who are either like at grade level or below grade level. So yeah, that's that. And then what was the other thing? I keep like little assessments in here if I've ever done them on like that group. And then in the back, I keep a section that I just have it labeled helpers. And it basically just has like any sort of like helpful things. So this is like talk cards. I don't know, I haven't used that before. I just kind of in there, someone gave it to me. But like this kind of stuff, so guided reading checklist, like this, the steps that we are supposed to take to do a guided reading lesson. Teacher helpers, so self-checking, things that you can ask the kids, just like random stuff that I keep in here that like I might find useful. I have these as well. Before reading, you can do like the little spinners. I feel like this is like zoomed in. Oh my gosh, it is. That's why. I was like, why is it so close? Wow, that's been zoomed in like this entire time. Anyway, I have those, and then I have the roll and retell. Some sight word sheets to test the kids on. A phonological and phonemic awareness skills cheat sheet just off TBT, vowels, and then we use these as our word attack strategy, like word attack skills. So we teach the kids to go through all of these steps before they ask what a word means, and this is to help them attack words. And then I have back here some extra phonics assessments that I gave my kids. So that's kind of what I keep in my binder. It's mostly just a lot of like running record stuff, just so I can go back and like see how the kids are doing. I can access like their phonics to see where I need to potentially go like in the future with them, just in general. So that's kind of that. And then I also keep my lesson plans in there, like I said. Some weeks I have them totally like written out. Other weeks I go more off of like the guided reading sheets from Wonders. Either way, like my group run's pretty much the same. It's just whether or not I had time to like map it out with a paper and a pencil versus like mapping it out more just like in my brain. Some weeks I just really don't have time to sit down and plan out because I have 6 reading groups now, and it's a lot. So yeah, so I redid all my reading groups yesterday. I think I said that. Now that I have the new DRA scores, I put them into new groups. I now have 6 groups just because there's certain kids that didn't fall into groups very well, and I don't want to put them in a group that isn't going to help them to be successful. And then I kind of set goals for each group of like sort of what I wanted to work on for the next, pretty much until the next DRA. Because I made the goals very, very general. Like, one group is the ones that need to work on like writing summaries, versus another group needs to work on more like written summaries, verbal retell versus a written retell. Or written summary, verbal retell. My goodness. So that's pretty much my guided reading. We're supposed to do guided reading every single day in the afternoon. I don't meet with every group every single day. I meet with basically my 3 lowest groups, 3 to 4 lowest groups every single day, and then usually like one more after that, because I usually only have time for 3 or 4 to at least spend like a good amount of time with them. I could obviously like fly through and read with all groups, but I just don't think it's as effective to sit there for like 10 minutes versus being able to sit there for like 15 to 20 and like really dig deep with them. So, and there's certain kids that honestly just need me more for a guided reading time than other students do, and I think my like kids that I consider like bubble kids that are really close to kind of that next step of being at grade level, I think are the ones that are like super, super important for me to bump them up, because if I don't bump them up, they're just going to continue to fall below and further below, and then they're going to get to 3rd grade and it's not going to be good. So yeah, that's my 2 cents for today. That's pretty much it. I was going to sit down and plan out some of my guided reading lessons for next week, but I guess I have like 30 minutes. I probably won't do that right now. I have to leave. Oh, actually I have longer than that. I'm going to do that right now. Plan out some guided reading lessons. I try and do like I said, I go off of the goal that I kind of set for them. So like one of my groups, we simply just read a smaller book that's like a little bit easier for them, not like super easy, but not one that they're gonna have to like sit there and attack all these words, because it's hard for them to recall if it's not quite at their level. So I pick a book that's pretty much at their level, and then we've been working on like a retell, because those were my kids that were struggling in the DRA. They could read the entire book to me, but they couldn't tell me like anything that was happening. So we've been working a ton on retell, and that's when these sheets will come in handy. This is basically how we work on our retell. Like we focus on like the just sequence, first, next, then, last. So I can't wait to use these. I haven't been able to use them yet, and I still need to get small markers, but I did, or I am excited to hopefully begin using those. And then I need to just plan out like a spelling pattern basically that I'm going to focus on. Like I noticed when I did the phonics assessment this last week with some of my students, I didn't do it with all of them, but I noticed that those ones were struggling with the Magic E, so we're going to start there and work on reading Magic E more in context, because I feel like they're able to do it when it's by itself, but when it's in context they're messing up. So we're going to start, I want to like revamp the way I do those groups, and me and my partner, we talked a bunch about that yesterday. We were on the phone with each other for like an hour, just coming up with like how we kind of want to structure it, because we feel like we're not doing enough for those kids, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing enough for them. So now that I've talked for 13 minutes, I actually think I'm going to end off the vlog here, because I'm going to just finish that up and then head out. I have to go, like I said this morning, I have to go run errands, and they're not very close, and it's going to take me a couple hours. So yeah, and it's Friday, so hallelujah. Yeah, so I'm not doing like anything this weekend except for cleaning, or well, packing, kind of cleaning, mostly packing, and just getting ourselves situated for moving. So hopefully we should be, next weekend we need to be like pretty much done packing, because we'll be moving like, next weekend is the 24th, 25th, and we're supposed to get the keys to our house, I believe the 28th. So yeah, we're gonna have to be like done packing by next weekend, like pretty much just like the basic necessities that we need out, but for the most part it needs to be all like completely finished. So yeah, that's fun. I am excited to move, but like it's just a lot of work. So anyway, I'm gonna catch you guys on Monday. Yeah, Monday. I like already get sad that it's gonna be Monday soon. Is that sad? I am excited it's the weekend, but like I'm already sad it's gonna be Monday again, like in just a couple days. These weeks have been flying by. We only have 2 more weeks till spring break. And it will be nice because I'll just get to like chill at our new house a lot. But I mean, I'll be working a lot at the house, but I will get to kind of relax a little bit more. So that'll be nice. So anyway, catch you guys on Monday, and I hope you enjoyed seeing some of my guided reading. And I didn't really talk about how I do my guided reading groups, but that's something I could do in the future, just kind of showing you what I keep in my binder, because my binder is like my baby for guided reading. So it's super like important for me to have that and make sure I keep it updated. And what I keep in there I think is really important. It's something I've changed a lot just to kind of fit what I want in that moment. So yeah. All right. I hope everyone has a really, really good weekend, and I'll see you guys later.